Welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, the platform where we illuminate the heartbeat of our economy, small businesses. Today, we dive deeper into the digital revolution that's reshaping the business landscape. And there is no one better to guide us through this journey that is our esteemed guest, Garry Thaniel, General Manager of eBay Canada. Gary's journey in the retail and e-commerce world is nothing short of inspirational. He previously excelled as the general manager of sneakers at eBay, spearheading the category's growth and cementing its market leader status. With over 15 years of experience in retail sector management and consulting, Gary has demonstrated exceptional skill in strategic planning and execution. He also served as the Vice President of Corporate Partnerships at InStride and CEO of ONA Design International LLC. His current role at eBay Canada underscores his commitment to empowering small businesses and entrepreneurs in the digital marketplace. In a world where technology and commerce intersect, small businesses are finding new horizons. They are not just local establishment anymore. They are part of a global digital ecosystem. Our discussion today will shed light on how small businesses are navigating this digital era, the transformative role of platforms like eBay, and the strategies entrepreneurs can adopt to thrive in this landscape. We will explore the current challenges, the evolving nature of entrepreneurship, and the future trends that are shaping this dynamic sector. Whether you are a seasoned business owner, a budding entrepreneur, or simply intrigued by the vibrant world of small business, this episode is for you. Join us as we explore the intricacies of the digital marketplace, celebrate the successes of small businesses, and discuss why nurturing these ventures is crucial for vibrant communities and economies. Let's delve into the fascinating world of entrepreneurship, digital transformation, and the impact of platforms like eBay on small businesses. Welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, Gary. We are thrilled to have you with us to share your insights on e-commerce and small business innovation. As a leader at eBay Canada, your expertise is invaluable to our discussion today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, SK. It is a pleasure to be here and really excited to spend some time with you this afternoon.
Thank you so much. Gary, we are witnessing an incredible shift in how small businesses operate, largely driven by the digital transformation. Statistics show that the Canadian e-commerce market is experiencing rapid growth with an estimated 14.50% CAGR from 2022 to 2027. This growth is driven by increased internet penetration and evolving consumer behaviors, with a significant portion of the population now shopping online more frequently. Gary, given your extensive experience, how do you see digital platforms, particularly eBay, transforming the small business landscape? What are some key strategies for entrepreneurs to effectively leverage these platforms?
It's a great question. I think as you look at platforms such as eBay, I think what we help small businesses do is really reach a larger audience. So often we talk about living local and doing business globally. And what we can do is help brick and mortar shops leverage a vast global network, which can sometimes be really daunting and tough to tap into if you don't have, partners like eBay and platforms like us, because, it can be really difficult to do business, globally. But eBay has the reach of 132 million buyers in 190 markets, which is, obviously when you think about the scale and the reach of that is really impressive. And we truly see our small business partners as just that, as partners, as we think about how we can help them reach a broader audience, because we know that there's so many great products and services that small businesses are producing to support the communities that they serve. We just think there's such a big market globally for them to tap into.
Right. Thanks for sharing that, Gary. In today's dynamic business environment, small business owners face a range of challenges, from technological advancement to global market shift. With more Canadians turning to online shopping, these challenges are becoming increasingly pronounced. In your perspective, what are the main challenges facing small business owners today, and how does eBay help mitigate these challenges?
Yeah, some of it connects. I think is another great question. I think some of it connects to what we were talking about in the first question and I would sum it up as with one word: is scale. And I think what eBay does is helps businesses scale to reach, again, markets and new customers in a way in which can be super difficult. Reaching new customers and attracting a new audience can be extremely costly for small businesses. But when you partner with a platform like eBay, you kind of walk into it, into the partnership, being able to more easily access those. So when we say partner, we truly mean partner at eBay. It's not like, I always like to say people buy on eBay. They don't buy from eBay. So we don't
Right.
carry inventory to compete with our customers.
Right.
So when you look at, you're working with a platform that doesn't compete with you, and you're working with a platform that allows you to tap into so many different customer bases all over the world. It really, truly is a really great opportunity for small businesses when they look at the way in which eBay and platforms like us can help small business owners really, I would say, mitigate the difficult challenge of scale.
Right.
One of the things we always say is 90% of sellers believe eBay wins when sellers wins,
Right.
and sellers see 94% of sellers see a strong connection between their success and eBay success. And I can say, as someone representing eBay feels the same way. We feel that we are successful when our sellers are successful.
Right.
Really, and when we can help them scale. That's why so many of our solutions, from a technology standpoint and a product standpoint, are focused on being that truly global platform, that allow people to tap into, like I said, 32 million buyers in 190 countries or 190 markets. So truly, helping every day, working to help sellers, I would say, conquer that challenge of scale and being able to reach new audiences is something that we pride ourselves in.
Right. Gary, the 2023 eBay Canada Entrepreneur of the Year Awards highlights the achievements of outstanding entrepreneurs in a rapidly growing e-commerce market. This award showcases the innovation and resilience of small business owners in a landscape where online shopping is becoming more prevalent among Canadian consumers. Can you delve into the stories of 2023 eBay Canada Entrepreneur of the Year awardees? What unique qualities set these entrepreneurs apart?
I think it's a great question. As we think about our entrepreneurs of the year, they're truly amazing. So
Right.
this is the 19th year that we've done Entrepreneur of the Year here in Canada. And this is the first time we've added a fourth category of Sustainable Seller of the Year. And I truly believe our entrepreneurs of the year continue to innovate and evolve their business models to meet the needs of their customers. I think a great example of that is Karan Ray, who turned their passion for trading cards into a successful trading card consigner business, which is, one of the first of its kind and one of the few that we have here. Karn has seen successful sales. They broke seven figures on eBay in 2022, and they then went to more than double those gross
Wow.
sales in
Right.
2023. So when you think about the way in which they're turning passion and innovation into, successful business for themselves, is truly inspiring.
Right.
When we look at our emerging commerce entrepreneur of the year, Nick Panaritis, Nick saw a gap in the parts and accessories market, and what he did was he integrated e-commerce as a new sales channel for his business, which has truly led him to be one of our top sellers for eBay Canada, and an important part of what we're doing in parts and accessories. We also have another award category called the Micro National Entrepreneur of the Year, and that's Amy Ozue from ACO Repairs and Solutions. And, Amy successfully leverages eBay's global platform to sell beyond Canada's borders. I think 95% of her sales are cross border, which is pretty impressive, with over 20% over 20% of those sales going outside of not only Canada, but outside of the United States. So again, if we connect it to some of the stuff we talked about earlier, tapping into that truly global eBay audience, Amy's really been able to do that. And at the beginning, I mentioned Sustainable Seller of the Year,
Right.
and that is Jimmy LaChance and Genevieve Boudreau from JLS Distributors. And
Okay.
what they've done is help customers reduce waste, to sell parts to help keep their appliances working working order, and also keep those appliances out of landfills. So when
Right.
you think about, all throughout our homes, we have investments in our appliances and in large parts of our home, making sure that, we have the tools to make those investments last longer are something that Jimmy and Genevieve are doing. They've sold over 12,000 appliance parts in about 6 years on eBay. So again, when you think of scale and being able to really provide I would say benefit to their communities. I think these are some great examples of how our entrepreneurs of the year are doing just that.
Yeah. Thanks, Gary, for sharing these amazing stories. Like as an editor and founder of this small business magazine, it always gives me like motivation when you learn and know more about these successful entrepreneurs. And also, I would like to thank eBay Canada and the whole team for recognizing these small businesses and entrepreneurs. And we congratulate all the winners for the eBay Canada Entrepreneur of the Year award. Gary, in e-commerce, trust is essential. With around 34% of retail e-commerce in Canada occurring via mobile devices, building this trust becomes complex yet vital. How does eBay foster this trust? What strategies do you believe are most effective in maintaining a trustworthy e-commerce environment?
Trust is vital. Trust
Right.
is vital. I always say trust is kind of like the foundation of everything we do here, and ensuring that our buyers and sellers trust our platform and have not only the trust as a buyer to buy on our platform, but the trust as sellers to trust eBay with their investments and their products to actually sell on the platform is key. At eBay, what we do is we invest in a number of ways that we help ensure trust and also make people's purchase decision easier by being able to purchase with confidence. One is eBay money back guarantee. Our eBay refurbished program is another. But one of the things that we've done over the last few years is launch authenticity guarantee.
Yeah.
We've launched it globally. In Canada, we have authenticity guarantee available for sneakers and trading cards for products that qualify for our program. But what it allows people to do is, again, buy with confidence. And it also allows sellers to sell with confidence.
Right.
Because, we always like to remind folks when buyers buy on leveraging our authenticity guarantee program, it goes to our authenticity guarantee center. It's inspected before it comes to you. If for some reason that product needs to be returned, it goes back through the same process. So sellers can also have confidence knowing that the product that was shipped out will also
Right.
be, if for some reason there is a return, will also be the product that comes back to them, which we hope that gives them that higher, level of confidence and trust when selling on eBay, just like we hope it gives folks a higher level of trust when buying on eBay.
Right. I have been a long time customer of eBay. I really like, the eBay guarantee.
Yeah,
So it gives a kind of trust, without any hesitation, without any doubts, I go and I just order it. So I really appreciate this kind of facility provided to the seller as well as to the buyer.
absolutely. Well, we appreciate you being a long-time customer at eBay.
Yeah. Gary, entrepreneurship is evolving rapidly, influenced by emerging trends and, consumer behaviors. As seen in the Canadian market, significant shift towards e-commerce. Over 27 million Canadians are e-commerce users. Understanding these changes is crucial for businesses looking to thrive in this dynamic environment. From your vantage point, how has entrepreneurship changed in recent years? Are there any specific insights you observed in your previous role focused on the US, and how do this apply to Canadian market?
Yeah, it's when we look at how entrepreneurs continue to evolve, one of the things we have noticed is that entrepreneurs are increasingly connecting to things that they're passionate about, and like any person, entrepreneurs are also very multifaceted. And the way we see this manifesting itself is, you can have a trading card seller who has a strong business on eBay, but is also very passionate about watches, or about coins, for instance, right?
Right.
What they'll do is also not only, even though they have a successful, sometimes, multi-million dollar business in one category, we're not seeing our sellers limit themselves to one category just because that is where they, have history selling at. We're seeing a lot more sellers sell cross category. So many folks, again, are passionate about multiple categories, and they may shop eBay across multiple categories. Now we're seeing sellers begin to sell on eBay across multiple categories, and also
Right.
be great resources for buyers as they do that. Because ultimately, when you have at the end of the day, whether it's trading cards or parts and accessories or collectibles, we want to make it as easy as possible for people to buy and sell on eBay. And when you have these folks that are extremely passionate and such experts in an area, we call them like enthusiasts. When you have people who are super enthusiastic about a certain category or categories, you want to make it as easy as possible for them to sell and grow their business, and also connect with other folks in their community. And that's really what we're seeing them do. So when we look across, how entrepreneurship is evolving, I think, in previous years, you may have, in previous years and decades, you may have had people really focus on, one sort of area, but now people are so well versed in multiple areas and also have passion for those areas. We're seeing that like really translate to a lot more cross category sellers on eBay, and folks that are leveraging our platform to sell all the products that they choose to sell.
Right, right. Looking ahead, the future of small businesses seems closely connected with the digital advancement,
Yeah.
with a significant portion of e-commerce transaction using mobile devices and e-wallets. These trends are shaping the future landscape. What future trends do you foresee in the realm of entrepreneurship and small businesses? How do you think platforms like eBay will evolve to support these future developments?
This is a question I love, just because when you look at technology and the way it's evolving, the way we interact in life in general, but also in retail, it's really exciting. I think, one of the things I know that small businesses do is they move so quickly,
Right.
and what they do is embrace technology in ways that, really push us as eBay to continue to stay ahead of the curve on these really cool things that, like, we know our customers, buyers, sellers really are want and need to commerce and engage with one another. So whether it's 3D listings, we've live commerce, all those things are areas that we've across eBay have really begun to dive into. So what we're doing is really embracing all the new technology that we see our buyers and sellers leveraging, figuring out where it fits into our ecosystem. And if you think about the future, I'd be remiss not to mention AI. And there's so much going on with generative AI. I'm really excited about how it continues to shape the retail landscape and small business. And what I can tell you is that we as eBay are committed to remaining, ahead of the curve as we look to develop technologies that benefit our buyers and sellers.
Right, right. Gary, before we wrap up, could you share one piece of advice or a key insight that you believe every small business owner should keep in mind as they navigate the world of e-commerce and digital transformation?
It's a great question. When I think about one piece of advice, probably have a lot of advice to offer. The things I would say is, you know, kind of going back to what we talked about with our entrepreneurs of the year, is continue to iterate and innovate your business models. I
Right.
think as you look at whether it's trading cards or parts and accessories or home, I think one of the things our entrepreneurs of the year did a great job of was recognizing where there's gaps and sort of being able to create services or products that their market is looking for. Slab Sharks with consignment is like such a great example of that. I think really what I rather would encourage people to do is continue to look for ways to innovate your business model. And then what I would also encourage people to do is really look at leveraging partners like eBay. I know it's a little selfish to say that, but I do think we are a really good partner for small business. I think, as we, the the ability that our platform has to reach so many customers and so many markets, I think is one of the things that makes us really special. So as you're thinking about your business, I would say, continue to innovate, continue to look for new ways to reach customers, and some of that is going to happen on your platforms or in your brick and mortar stores, but I think some of it is going to happen by partnering with partners like eBay and being able to leverage our platform and our resources to ultimately help you achieve your goals as small business. Like I said earlier, you know sellers believe when wins, the seller wins, and we truly as eBay believe that when our sellers win, we win.
Right, right. Gary, like as you rightly said, the partnership is very, very important. And we feel proud, like when we talk about our partners, like for example, banking partner RBC, shipping partner UPS, and also we like. eBay is one of the few, organizations who explore the e-commerce platforms.
Yeah,
So I have been following up eBay since at their early launch. So I believe partners like eBay will definitely help the small businesses who want to explore e-commerce. Journey. So definitely partnering with partners like eBay, and keeping innovation, innovating on consistently is also a part of. Thank you so much for sharing that advice with our leaders. Gary, I would like to thank you for joining us and sharing your invaluable insights. Your expertise in e-commerce and small business growth has been incredibly enlightening. To our listeners, we hope this conversation inspires and guides you in your entrepreneur journey. Thank you again, Gary, for your valuable contributions.
SK, thank you so much for having me, my friend, and really appreciate it, and looking forward to doing much more with you.
Okay, Gary, this question is for our readers, for our listeners. Like, if any of our small business owners and, who are looking for to utilize the platform and the services of eBay, what are the next steps? Like, how they can find more information about becoming a seller at eBay?
I love this question because we want to make it as easy as possible for people to get up and running. And it's actually a really simple URL. It's ebay.ca/up and running. And this is our page and our resource to get sellers on the platform as quickly and as smoothly and seamlessly as possible.
Thank you so much for sharing this, folks. We will be adding the link in our this podcast description. So no need to take the notes. We will be adding the links to make it easier for you guys to find more information. Thank you so much, Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure hosting you, Gary.
Pleasure. Take care.
As we wrap up this enlightening conversation with Garry Thaniel, we are reminded of the dynamic and transformative world of small businesses. Gary's insights into the role of digital platforms like eBay in empowering the small business landscape are not just thought provoking but incredibly relevant in today's digital age. His experience and strategies shared today offer a roadmap for entrepreneurs to navigate the ever evolving e commerce space effectively. We delve into the challenges small businesses face and how platforms like eBay are instrumental in mitigating this obstacle, fostering trust and providing a global reach. The stories from 2023 eBay Canada Entrepreneur of the Year awardees were particularly inspiring, highlighting the innovative spirit and resilience that define successful entrepreneurs. Looking ahead, as Gary emphasized, the intersection of digital advancements and changing consumer preferences will continue to shape the landscape of small business and entrepreneurship. Platforms like eBay are set to evolve alongside these trends, further empowering small businesses and entrepreneurs. We extend our deepest gratitude to Garry Thaniel for sharing his expertise and experiences. His commitment to empowering small businesses resonates with the core values of Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. We also want to thank our partners RBC, UPS, and Zero for their unwavering support in fostering a thriving small business community. To our listeners, we hope today's episode has inspired you and equipped you with new insights to grow your ventures. Remember, supporting small businesses means nurturing innovation, preserving local character, and contributing to a diverse, robust economy. Don't forget to subscribe to Canadian SME Small Business Magazine for more insights, stories, and inspiration from the world of small business. Stay tuned for more episodes where we explore the fascinating journeys of entrepreneurs and the impact they have on our communities and economies. Thank you for joining us today on the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, where we celebrate the heart and soul of Canadian entrepreneurship.